Hey, sorry about that. Welcome back. So we determined that it was either a skunk going after the neighbor's cat that lives in a kennel in their backyard, or somebody in the neighborhood doesn't know how to properly purchase or care about the quality of their recreational marijuana. Haven't quite figured out which one it is, but we know it smells like ass and it is very unpleasant. However, we now carry on. Okay, so nothing's changed, as you can see. So we'll push back Marty and Kofi. Let's see. Next up, we've got one more championship match to book, and that would be Seth versus Mox for the Grand Championship. Come on. Oh my god. I suddenly forgot. I'm telling you, whatever the smell was, we definitely figured out it's outside, so that's a plus. But whatever it is, it's got my brain all kinds of messed up. Alright, there we go. Okay, so Seth and Mox are square. Everybody else looks good. Alright, so now we're going to backfill. We've got a 6-man tag match we need to book. And that will feature EC3, TJP, and Johnny Impact on one side. And on the other side, Jake Hager, Bobby Fish, and Will Ospreay.
Do you have any double A's?
I do not.
Because that's what my mom takes.
I'm not have.
Oh, I had to readjust it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
The same time I dropped it.
Perks of trying to live stream with kids. It's fun. Anyway, they're good kids. I really cannot complain, honestly. I really can't. Because it wouldn't do me any good anyway. No, I'm kidding. Alright. So we've got a triple threat match next that we need to book with Eli Drake, Kenny Omega, and Jay White. Alright, and I've got a couple singles matches to book out. Adam Cole and Adam Page. Adam Cole, Adam Page. Want to try to avoid putting jobbers together on the in the same match, because that will force a major negative in the rating of the match. Okay, and then we've got Flip and Sean Spears. And we'll have these guys work the crowd. Okay. Let's see, what do we got next? So next, I don't have anything mapped out for the rest of the card. So we'll just take a peek here. Alright, I've got 3 mid-carders and 3 enhancement talent. So I guess we'll just get to it. Zach Gibson is a technician. So we'll go Zach Gibson, Jay Lethal. Right? I haven't done that one. Come on. We'll put this one way at the beginning. Let's see. Next, let's go Consequences Creed and Mark Haskins. And then we'll do Dalton Castle and Fred Yehi. Those should be the last two guys, and they are. Alright, everybody's got a match on the card tonight. We are in good shape. Everybody's booked, everybody's on the card, everybody's gonna get a payday. That's what we're looking for here. And we are well within our time frame, so let's run this show. Jay Lethal, Zach Gibson wasn't terrible. Zach probably didn't, he kind of went too long. So we'll have to work on his stamina. Dalton Castle, Fred, yeah, he was not good. Again, Fred has some issues with stamina. Good chemistry between Consequences Creed and Mark Haskins. C+ match. B- out of the Machine Guns in the Future. That's right where we expected them to come in. Same with Flip and Sean Spears with the B. B- out of Cole and Page. Didn't really expect that one. We kind of threw that one together at the last minute when we put Rich Swann in the tag match. We got a C+ out of our number one contender Battle Royal. And Kairi Hojo. Oh no, please, no anything but Kairi Sane will be whomever is the champion after tonight. Kairi Sane is the number one contender. A B out of this match that we very, very much expected to come out looking good. Yay for us. C+ out of Billie Kay, Shayna Baszler. Billie Kay retains the title. So she and Kairi Sane will be on a collision course for our next pay-per-view. Good match out of Drake, Kenny, and Jay White. Good match out of our six-man tag. Violent Conduct are your new tag team champions. So good on them. They took down Penta and Phoenix, which means that I might actually be able to use Penta and Phoenix in singles action. This is good news. Marty and Kofi pulling it off. Kofi retains and makes it defense number 1 of his X Division Championship. Seth defends the Grand Championship for a second time in a great match. B+ out of Cody and Bray. And Bray Wyatt is your new Impact World Champion. Cody defends the title 0 times. A B overall rating. And we're going to give Bray and Cody some love for having the match of the night. And I think those will be the only two we give the love to. Alright, so we'll check our ratings and wrap up this episode. Monday's episode, we will preview TNA Lockdown 2008. Emanating from Lowell, Mass. At the Songus Arena. And let me check the card here and see if there's any big-time debuts. It would be the TNA pay-per-view debut of the Curryman gimmick for Christopher Daniels. That interesting run that he had with him and Shark Boy together. Which, the first time I worked with Shark Boy, I have to admit, I didn't know who was under the mask playing Curryman. So the first time when Dean and I talked about that little run with him and Curryman, I had no clue it was Chris Daniels. No clue at all. Yeah, and so I kind of felt like an idiot for a minute, but yeah, that was Christopher Daniels under that mask, and Shark Boy Dean is from Ohio, and Christopher Daniels was born and spent some time in Kalamazoo, but really kind of came into his own out in California. So, they were pretty closely connected for a little while. Let's see, who else made an appearance? Raka Khan, Tranisha, if you remember her. She would make her pay-per-view debut. Eric Young would debut the Super Eric gimmick. Johnny the Bull in his Relic gimmick. Let's see, who else? Matt Morgan, the Blueprint, would make an appearance as well. And yeah, I think that's about it. So we'll be previewing that in tomorrow's episode. Let's see what we got in the way of news here. Nothing much, really. All right, so we've got a decision. Antonio Corsi has agreed to a developmental deal. He was one of those guys that was sort of on the come up for us. Dalton Castle looks like he's a little worn out. Same with Flip. Same with Jay White. Same with Xavier Woods. Our buy rate, 1.96 for our pay-per-view extravaganza. So pretty good pay-per-view. If we go back and look at our history, we had a sellout with a 1.96 buy rate, up from a 1.55 at Sacrifice, which wasn't a sellout. Lockdown was a sellout, but the buy rate was low. Victory Road, neither of those things, a low buy rate and not a sellout. And then Against All Odds had a great buy rate of 2.45, but wasn't a sellout. So we sold out a bigger arena in American Airlines Arena, and the buy rates are starting to come back after being away from TV for a little while. So we're looking good there. Popularity-wise, we've got 1, 2, 3 C pluses here in North America, but if we're only counting the States, we only have 2. But we have all of these other regions up to a C, and we need at least 6 more of these to be up to a C plus to hit that national size, which will probably open the door to better TV opportunities, better pay-per-view opportunities, and the ability to finally catch and hopefully surpass WWE as we try to make Impact Wrestling the best promotion in Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. That's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for watching. My name is the Mayor Jason Smith. We'll see you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe on Twitch, on Mixer, on YouTube, wherever you go. Be excellent to each other.